fake flexing, goddamn it. Cause I ain't never had a lot, damn it. Tell me who you stepped on, who you cut off, who you had to play just to make it to the top, damn it. Or maybe that's family favors, silver spoon with them skyrise neighbors. Worst fear falling back cause I can't say paper. Crooked smile cause the struggle made me brave.
Thank you for resub, Mr. Clown.
I ain't slipping, tears on the page but the pen's still dripping. This is a song you can write along with. When you feel alone, I'ma get you strong. Mama work late, second job every night. Keep the lights on, pray she making it right. God, please watch her, I know how the world do. Raised from the bottom, but I learned to push through. There go you selling me dreams, telling me that ain't what they see. Got what I want, I got what you need. How much for your soul, how much to the team. There go you playing your game, chasing that shine that did the fame. Got what I want, I got what you need. How much for your soul, how much to the team. Got what I want, I got what you need. How much for your soul, how much to the team. Got what I want, I got what you need. How much for your soul, how much do you bleed? Yeah, I hate false idols, no lie. Cause they feeding off pain while the people still cry. Every verse bragging about a watch or a chain, but the kids in the crowd can't afford that game. Homie, don't quit now. Truth hit hard, can't switch out. Know you feel this here somehow. Know you need this here right now. Whoa. Ain't there more to you? Doesn't it ever get boring too? Power feels sweet, but it fades with time. You can't numb the pain with another line. See, I took a train down memory lane, back before the hunger got lost in the fame. Dreams in the notebook, hard on the stage. Now I'm writing these bars just to deal with the rage. Money don't heal, it's hurt. A bandage on pain, but it never reworks. I just want peace, not another chain, not another night drowning out in shame. There go you selling me a dream, telling me thinking what they see. Got what I want, I got what you need. How much for your soul, how much do you bleed? And there go you playing your game, chasing that shine that did the fame. You got what I want, I got what you need. How much for your soul, how much do you bleed? You got what I want, I got what you need. How much for your soul, how much do you bleed? You got what I want, I got what you need. How much for your soul, how much do you bleed? Just a dream. This is a
Okay, yeah. I think I figured it the fuck out. Gang, gang, what's up, chat? Let's let the music play. Let me stop being flustered for a second, and then we can get in this bitch. Food for thought. Don't own a soundboard if you don't know how to use it. Just a little heads up. How's it going, Drew? How's it going, Leah? How's it going, Hydrate? How's it going, Clown? Thank you for the resub, Clown. I appreciate it. You will not be burning UCW down. I hate to tell you that. Ladies and gentlemen, what is up? 1 minute. We will be in here. How's it going, Nolan? Ironically, in the description of the live stream, the entire match card is there, just for you, brother. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to UCW Breakdown. That means it's Friday. It's UCW time. It's past 4:30. It's actually 4:46. We had some microphone problems at the beginning. I was flustered. I was startled. Sue me. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, if you have not heard, welcome in, Joker. Welcome in, brother. Will the Omegas be good to fight soon? You're the doctor who came up with that conclusion. I don't know what to tell you, brother. You let me know. Ladies and gentlemen, to start off the night in a triple threat clash contract match, DT turned it in. Reverend Supreme Knight, Will Saturn, and Big Johnson all fight for it here tonight to see who will walk out with an opportunity at the Breakdown World Championship and whoever holds it by the end of the night tonight. 1 second, because everybody's freaking the fuck out now. Put in the match card description. Easton's fine to fight next week. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Wrestlers Court, we'll see you shortly. Cool, Drew. Ladies and gentlemen, after that, we have a 2 out of 3 falls submission deathlock match between Nicholas Kelly and the current reigning, defending, unfucking defeatable Ace Anderson, ladies and gentlemen. Nicholas Kelly in his UCW debut sees if he can take down the unbeatable man. After that, we have our first UCW Bound by Blood Tag Team Classic match. Isaac Ramirez and Carlos Gonzalez make their UCW debut, better known as Ballin' Out from here on out. And they will be taking on Backbone and Alley, known as Backalley here in UCW. It is a tornado tag elimination match, so that one should be a whole lot of fun. After that, Santana Storm defends the Breakdown Women's World Championship for the first time ever against the man that she won it from in a 2 out of 3 falls 1v1 death match here tonight. And then our main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, it was cut down from 15 minutes to 10 minutes because we have a couple of other matches that are probably going to run a little longer than they're supposed to. JOKA takes on the Dad Trainer to see if he can win back the Breakdown World Championship here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I need a little bit of quiet, so I'm going to go ahead and let the entrances start. Tag tournament is already going, Nolan. Ladies and gentlemen, making their way down to the ring first, representing the Empire of Pain. This man right here has seemed a little unbeatable himself, only taking 1 loss in his UCW career to this point. Big Johnson, ladies and gentlemen.
We are the Empire. The Empire.
He is a little hairy, yes. He's also massive.
Marching through chaos, we carry the name. Still in office, fury untamed. Kneel to the cage, remember our reign.
He don't even need to climb. He don't need to jump, do anything to get up to that top turnbuckle. He's just there.
We rise, we conquer. No mercy given, the world will suffer. Empire of pain, the crown, the thunder.
Ladies and gentlemen, following him down to the ring. No longer representing the Free Radicals, coming out and saying that he is now his own man, ladies and gentlemen, Will Saturn. Part of one of the greatest tag teams UCW has ever seen, never claiming gold, but Will Saturn by far the most exciting man in the ring at times. Will Saturn looking a little uncomfortable now that he's on his own initially. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this man right here, right before the show, approached Madison Cross and asked for an opportunity at anything, not even just the Clash contract. This was the opportunity that he was given. Reverend Supreme Knight reinventing himself, here for another shot at glory.
King of every fight. In the shadows he does plot, every move a master's thought. Darkest cloak, he's not benign. Cruel and cunning, always prime. Supreme night, supreme fight. In this world his reigns in sight. Through the flames and through the night, he's the ruler of the light.
The Omegas will fight when I say they fight. How about that, Nolan?
With the royal break the chains, unholy force, nothing tames. On the night his foes will bend to his fist, the fate they send. King of chaos, wild and free, supreme night, our destiny. Raw ambition burning bright, never backs out from a fight.
Three of UCW's finest. Will Saturn with the huge dropkick. Supreme Knight not even falling down to start off the match. Heads immediately underneath the ring, grabbing a ladder. Big Johnson does the same. Will Saturn, definitely the smallest man in this match, alone in the ring. Both men towering over him. Big Johnson towering over Supreme Knight. Will Saturn not scared. Huge DDT. Big Johnson heading up the ladder. Will Saturn too focused on Supreme Knight working the neck. Very early on, Johnson's got a hand on the briefcase. Supreme is up to his feet. Saturn able to knock Johnson down. Supreme heads to the outside of the ring. Y'all don't do this to me. Don't play with me right now. Will Saturn knocks Big Johnson once again down off the briefcase. Supreme Knight with a steel chair. Will Saturn gets sent across the ring by the massive foot of Big Johnson. Don't you love ladder matches? They're incredible. They're my favorite. Like, actually, I really do like ladder matches. That was mildly concerning. I thought 2K was going to 2K its way into an early ending to that match. Yeah, same. My heart rate went up just a little bit. My butthole clenched, as Mr. Radcore would say. My starfish wing. Will Saturn, clown, I got it. Supreme Knight runs into Johnson. Saturn now up to his feet, heading up the... Oh. Johnson can't seem to get his forearm across his back. There we go. But essentially, yes, what Clown said. He just had time to type and actually say things, not just they'll fight when I say they fight. But yes, in more detail, exactly what he said. Johnson's got Supreme Knight up, hoisting the much larger man. I mean, he's not larger than Big Johnson, but he's pretty huge. Like, Supreme Knight's not a small person in real life or in this game. Off the top rope, across the ladder. Johnson's got him down on top of the ladder. Supreme Knight with a lot of damage to his back. Will Saturn taking the opportunity. Johnson just shoves the ladder just a little bit and it falls down. Let's also keep in mind this man can reach the briefcase from like the third rung. Kevin Owens would say this is a problem. Johnson's got Will Saturn by the back. Into the ropes. Throws him over his shoulder. Supreme Knight sets the ladder up in the middle of the ring. Big punches to the face. Bouncing his face off the top turnbuckle. Johnson working the neck of Supreme Knight now. Up to his shoulders. Will Saturn very high up in the air right there. Drops down onto the top rope. Supreme Knight runs into Big Johnson and he doesn't even budge him. Tries it again, forearm to the face. Johnson does not fall. One kick from Big Johnson sends Supreme Knight down onto the mat. Once again going for the briefcase. Johnson thinks he might have it. Supreme struggling to push the ladder down. Will Saturn interrupts. Johnson's got a hand on the briefcase. Will Saturn off the top rope takes down Supreme Knight. Focus on the briefcase, young man. Both men working together now just as Johnson gets a hand on the briefcase, then immediately turning on each other. Saturn throws Supreme Knight over his shoulder. Another chair shot lands. Saturn takes down Johnson again as well. Clothesline from Johnson takes down Saturn. Supreme Knight up to his feet. Catches the punch. Huge headbutt from Supreme. Supreme Knight places the ladder in the corner. Johnson back up to his feet. DDT takes him down once again. Supreme with a steel chair in hand. Hey, I don't sound like a robot having an aneurysm. Yeah, that's surprising. What's going on, Tyler? Welcome to the YouTube chat. This is UCW Breakdown, our Friday night show. It's more of an extreme brand of wrestling. Welcome in, welcome in. Will Saturn on the outside. It's not wrong though. I had loop back on my sound mixer. And it was trying to make a loop of my voice. That's why when I started talking, it started looping. Supreme Knight rolls onto the outside after the chair shot from Big Johnson. He's all alone up there, trying to get a hand on the briefcase. He might succeed. One hand on it as Supreme Knight takes him down. Will Saturn once again going for the man, taking the guy off the ladder. Not the guy on the ladder. Doesn't make much sense to me. Big punch misses from Johnson. Supreme Knight with a huge spine buster, though. Throws him off the ladder. Supreme Knight trying to come up with some type of opportunity. Grabs a ladder of his own, but his opponents are very much in the way of where he's trying to go. Pushes Will Saturn out of the way. I use WWE 2K25. I'm not going to say I like it. Especially with how much people were like losing stuff after the newest update. I purchased the game. That's what I'll say. Up onto his shoulders. Huge punch to the face. Johnson once again all alone in the middle of the ring with the briefcase. Supreme Knight notices. Forearm to the back, knocks him down once again. Supreme rips Johnson down. Pause. I don't like the way that sounded. What the fuck? Need to get you James so you can be out there with Rose. Fair. From my understanding, there's a spot for him in the Syndicate. Saturn up on the top of the ladder. One hand on the briefcase. Supreme Knight knocks him down once again. Supreme is playing King of the Hill with that ladder. Not letting anybody back up it. That's exactly what he needs to be doing. Huge punch to the face of Saturn. Grabbing him by the top of the head. Throws him back down onto the mat. Supreme Knight looking much more like a powerhouse than we've seen him before. Not going for punches, not going for kicks. Supreme Knight is here to put people down with one hand on the briefcase. Big Johnson focused on Will Saturn. He's got something in mind for him. Two hands on the briefcase. Supreme Knight might pull it down. Big Johnson's got Will Saturn, and Supreme Knight has got the briefcase, ladies and gentlemen. Your new Clash contract holder. He said he would reinvent himself. He said he came back stronger and came back better, and that's exactly what the fuck he did. Ladies and gentlemen, the good Reverend walking out with the Clash contract briefcase. James is Rose's other half, so definitely a spot for him. Exactly. Exactly. Y'all remember last gen? This song was a banger. This is WWE 2K25. That was very well timed. Got picked up my vape. Twitch don't like that. Twitch don't like that. YouTube don't like that. Ladies and gentlemen, next up, the UCW Deathlock Championship is on the line. Nicholas Kelly in his UCW debut takes on Ace Anderson, a man who has not been beaten when it comes to the Deathlock Championship in quite some time. I hate ladder matches. No, I love ladder matches. Ladder matches are sick. I just wish they worked better in this game. Hey, yes. Ring announcer letting everybody know what I already let you all know, so we don't need to talk to him, don't need to see him. Ladies and gentlemen, making his way down to the ring first. He is a man known all along the land, all across the land. Nicholas Kelly, ladies and gentlemen, making a UCW debut.
Every scar I got is an anecdote. Every wall you build is another road.
Not much known about this man other than the fact that he's a former MMA fighter. Submissions, punches, power punching, clinching, grappling, everything that you can think of if it comes to mixed martial arts, this man excels at. He might be the strongest, best competitor that Ace Anderson has faced for the Deathlock Championship in quite some time, excluding Droofy. Droofy's so damn good that Ace Anderson had to recruit him. And ladies and gentlemen, making his way through gorilla position, the leader of the Empire of Pain, Ace Anderson, the Deathlock champion for over 2 months at this point. Someone who has held that belt since almost the beginning of UCW, defeating the first ever Deathlock champion, Azrael Black, before recruiting him to the Empire of Pain as well. Ace Anderson, the unbeatable, the Punisher, the Deathlock champion.
This is the stand.
It's a pretty belt. It is. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
No backup, no fear, no run. While they scream or turn and hide, I dig my heels
Yes, she does.
and fight the tide. They call it suicide, I call it soul. They call it over, I call it roll. 'Cause pain don't shake me, blood don't stop me. Death might find me, it won't drop me. Line drawn, boots planted. I don't
She's not in the Shadow Realm. Check the Discord. She's not in the Shadow Realm. She was rehired as something else.
bring your gun. I'll bring the cold.
Ace Anderson, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, one of the most dominant men UCW has ever seen, especially in the Deathlock division, only falling short in matches that are for other championships, never losing a match for the Deathlock belt, ever. Undefeated when it comes to that championship. Looking to extend that streak, extend that record, and go the hell home.
One chance, one gun. This is the stand.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the Deathlock Championship. A little bit of a better look at it before I cover it up with my face. Ring announcer going to let everybody know in the building what is on the line. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 2 out of 3 falls Deathlock submission match. All that means is a 2 out of 3 falls submission death match. Ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas Kelly taking on Ace Anderson for the first time in either of their careers. These men will face off. Nicholas Kelly, much smaller than Ace Anderson, but that size difference can come in handy. Bell rings, match begins. Ace takes him down with a running clothesline. More of like a forearm across the throat, because like he dives with it, but you know what I'm saying. Off the top rope, big move from Kelly. Big punches to the side of the head. Grappling very early on. Ground and pound punches. Nicholas Kelly performing exactly how I told you all he would. This is a different start than most Deathlock matches that we've seen. It's usually a lot of collar and elbow tie-ups, back down your opponent, figure out who's strongest. Nicholas Kelly changing the entire game. Gets caught with a big punch to the body, though, from Ace Anderson. He's right back up to his feet. Takes him back down with a clothesline. There's a lot of shit in the UCW Discord, especially after Monday and today. Superman punch from Kelly misses. Ace has got him by the waist. This is more Ace Anderson's speed. A little slower, more grappling orientated, but this man right here who he's standing across from, or more likely who's standing behind him at the moment, that's all what he's about. He can do it quick, he can do it slow. Ace Anderson seems to be struggling to get out of this headlock. Let's talk about that later. Just because I'm not really sure, to be honest. I don't know how it would flow the best. That's the whole point, right? You go with the flow. Roll with the punches. You always have input on your character as well. All it takes is a DM. Janice across the face of Ace Anderson. Superman punch lands this time. Ace goes down. Through the ring. Kelly stomps on the back of Ace Anderson. Referee all up in my camera shot for the first time tonight. Won't be the last, I can guarantee that. Goes over the top rope, off of it, stomps down on the back of the head of Nicholas Kelly. Ace Anderson showing his athleticism. We do not see that often. Ace is pulling out more stops than we've had to see from him in quite some time. He didn't even do something like that in the Breakdown World Championship match. My lisp came out. I don't know if y'all heard that. That was crazy. Nicholas Kelly, big slap across the face of Ace Anderson. Mad disrespectful to the undefeated champion. And a punch lays his ass out. We have never seen Ace fall like that. Tries to go for one off the middle rope. Ace Anderson, too smart for that. Stomps down on the hand that he just punched him in the face with. Into the ropes. Both men collide into each other. Kelly just a little bit faster. He's got him. Full Nelson is all the way in effect. Ace Anderson fighting out. Breaking the grip on the back of his head. Throws Kelly over his hip. Off the middle. Top rope. Huge cutter lands. Neckbreaker. Cutter. Move where he wraps his arm around his head and then slams him into the mat, because all of them are that. Check me, I dare you. I'm on one this week. Ace Anderson over the top rope. When you type out a whole paragraph and then just delete it because you don't want to get yelled at. What you mean? Spear through the ropes. Any explanation you need or questions you have, just hit the DM, sister. It's all good. I got you. I'm an open book. Off the top rope, Ace Anderson busted open. I don't know if that was a knee or a punch. Working the arm. Nicholas Kelly, not his first rodeo, trying to take Ace Anderson apart piece by piece. Wants him up. Another massive punch to Ace Anderson's face. Both men going back and forth. Ace Anderson throwing some massive punches. Nicholas Kelly eating them. You got to work with it and figure it out. But yes, if you need help figuring it out or questions on why it happened, I got you. That's all I'm saying. Chops across the chest from Anderson. Huge punch to the face as well. Don't worry about it, Joker. Big punches to the body. Nicholas Kelly lighting up Ace Anderson. The quicker pace of this match is not doing well for Ace Anderson, ladies and gentlemen. He's used to being the one who sets the pace, being the one who puts things in motion. Nicholas Kelly completely turning that on its head. Barbed wire bat in play now. Across the face, misses. The Punisher's got him. Is this where the tide turns? Down onto the baseball bat. There's something in my eye. Ace Anderson's got Kelly. Stretching his back. Nicholas able to fight out very, very early. Huge elbow to the face of Ace. Clothesline takes him down once again. Looking for something big. Kelly from behind going for the submission. Once again, full Nelson fully in place. Ace fighting out. Throwing him over his hip once again. Into the ropes. Takes him down. That roll and the little cannonball thing he does works wonders for Ace Anderson. Huge forearm to the face. Stomping down on his arm. Ace Anderson with a camel clutch. Once again, powering out. Bounces his face off the mat. By the back. Takes him down once again. Ace Anderson on the outside of the ring now. We have yet to have a fall, ladies and gentlemen. Baseball bat in hand, across the face. Nicholas Kelly taking a lot of damage. He's a former MMA fighter, as I've said, but they do not let weapons into the octagon. This is definitely something new for him. When he was on the other end of the baseball bat, I think it was a little easier. Ace with a huge kick takes down both men. Gets out of the way of Kelly. Ace has got him by the throat, slams him down. Kelly rolls onto the outside. That's how I felt. Camel clutch once again. Ace Anderson stretching the back out. Nicholas Kelly breaks out of it once again. That's what I did. I didn't turn it on for like 3 days, and I turned it on today. I let it update and got prepared for the worst, and there wasn't really anything wrong, hopefully, I think. Nicholas Kelly back onto the inside of the ring, making it clear that he wants to pick up that baseball bat that Ace Anderson took across his face moments ago. Big damage to the ankle. Nicholas Kelly on the outside. Big punch to the side of the face. And an elbow as well. Waiting for him to stand. Full Nelson on the outside once again from Nicholas Kelly. Ace Anderson taps. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the first time we have ever seen Ace Anderson tap out. Kelly is right behind him, ready for more. Doesn't hit the second full Nelson. Chokeslam on the way from Anderson. Down onto the baseball bat. The Punisher is taking aim. He is now the man who has to get 2 in a row for the first time ever. Huge knee takes down Kelly. And another forearm to the face. Might even be a shoulder tackle. Who knows what part of his body just hit him. Kelly is laid out on the side of the ring. Ace Anderson with a glass tube in his hand. Kelly sees it and gets out of the way. Mounted punches once again. Y'all see how, like, the way that he just jumped on him? Nicholas Kelly is an animal. Up to the top rope. Anderson up to his feet. Elbow across the back. He bounces off the mat. Nicholas Kelly keeping the pressure on him. Lays his ass out with a single punch. He keeps on going. Gets him into the ring. Wants him up on his feet. Got him by the back once again. Ace Anderson not in a good position. Holy shit. Ladies and gentlemen, your new Deathlock champion, Nicholas Kelly, in his UCW debut, takes down the undying, formerly undefeated Deathlock champion. Yeah, what the fuck? Okay. That's a bet. That's a bet. I wasn't really expecting that. I'm a little shook. Would you believe I almost didn't give him the hurt lock? The full Nelson is what I'm assuming, right? Because, bro, the full Nelson's sick. It's so cool. That's all he needs to. That's tight. I love that. That was really good. And it counters Ace Anderson's camel clutch really well, because that's the main one that he's used to win the championship. So he uses the camel clutch. Nicholas Kelly got him with the full Nelson. That shit's pretty. I like that. That's pretty cool in my opinion. Still called hurt lock in game. That's crazy. What the fuck is this? Rad, I swear to God, if you don't do. Okay, I've got my mouse back. Did it fit? Fit perfectly with his MMA style. It did. It really did. I loved it. Nicholas Kelly is a G. Very happy with that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first match in the Bound by Blood Tag Team Classic. I'll have a tournament bracket and everything for you guys later. Don't worry about it. I got you. I'm going to make one. I just haven't made one yet. Ladies and gentlemen, making their UCW debut, Carlos Gonzalez and Isaac Ramirez, Ballin out, will be taking on Backalley and Backbone, better known as Backalley, in a Bound by Blood tornado tag match. If you don't know what that means, it just means an elimination tornado tag match. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, making their way down to the ring for the very first time, I believe ever, anywhere. Two UCW rookies making their debuts, balling out. Oh, that was the same for Kelly. Oh, damn. That's crazy. First ever match defeats an undefeated mother. Damn! Fuck with this song, Hydrate. It's good. Got so caught up in the song, I forgot I gotta do up the next.
1, 2, 3, let it flow. Watch me rise, here we go. Up and feeling like a pro. Watch me light it up and glow. Moving fast, I run the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, being seen together for the first time in a long time. Last appearing together at UCW Blood Oath. Alley and Backbone, ladies and gentlemen. Backalley. Bell rings, match begins. Huge knee attempted. If y'all don't know how this works, during tag team matches, I leave the nameplates up because, yeah. Don't be alarmed by Backbone's giant thing. He's over 7 foot tall. We all good. Off the top rope. Bro, the new guys. Ramirez takes down Backbone. Shot to the leg, doesn't even connect. Him and Gonzalez, they teaming up. They said, fuck it. That dude's huge. We gonna beat his ass. Alley trying to back up his brother. Double axe handle across his back once again. Chops to the body. You can't tell by Isaac, I love putting tattoos. They're well placed. Good shit. Gonzalez has got him by the back. Backbone able to power through. Chop across the chest. Yeah, Kelly looked really good too. Backbone taking the fight to Mr. Gonzalez. Big slam. Scoop! Slam. I got you. Rad's not here, but I got the other two, maybe three. I don't know who is here at the moment. Another big move from Backbone. Alley catches him. Huge punches. He's got Isaac down onto his back. Backbone with a door. Gonzalez not phased, hyping up the crowd. Forearm to the back. Into the ropes. Just floats him over his shoulders. Ali going underneath the ring with a baseball bat. Isaac making his way up to his feet. Gets caught. Gonzalez takes down Backbone for the first time. Not shatters, but cracks the bat across the body of Ali. Went to take it to Backbone. Backbone a little quicker. Punch to the back of the head. And one to the side as well. Ramirez back up to his feet, heading into the ring. Gonzalez, not big punch, he reverses it. And a spear as well, lays out Ali. Going for the cover. Only a count of one. Ali kicks out. Ramirez with a little bit of offense now, heads onto the outside. Trying to kick, Backbone misses. Backbone going over the top rope. Gonzalez, another massive slam. Kick to the body from Backbone. Holy shit. Isaac Ramirez just picked up Backbone and flipped him over his back. Shoulder to the face, takes down Gonzalez. Ramirez out of the way, clothesline takes down Ali. Backbone just delivered a huge power slam though. Punch to the side of the face. Ramirez trying to keep the pressure on him. Got him by the head. There you go. Picking up the baseball bat. Ali makes his way into the ring. Knocks the bat out of Ramirez's hands. I had it right. Good shit. Reversal connects. Huge punch to the body. And a knee to the face as well. Ali now stretching the back of Ramirez. Throws him over his hip. Backbone with a double axe handle to Gonzalez on the outside. Big punches from Ramirez. Lays out Ali. Up to the top rope. Elbow lands. Big move to Ali. Backbone is not distracted anymore. Too slow getting up the ropes. Almost cost him his partner. Big headbutt lands. Ramirez goes down. Going for a cover on Ramirez now. Gonzalez breaks it up. He's got him by the back of the head. Huge forearm as well. Gonzalez slams him down. Ali breaks up the pin. Big kick to the body. Drops him down on the back of his head. Ramirez has got him. Big elbows. Slams him down once again. Backbone heading onto the outside to focus on Gonzalez. Ali up to the middle rope. Leg drop lands. Spear from Gonzalez to Backbone. Backbone lands on the steel chair that was in his hand. That was insane. Stomps to the chest. Ramirez with a reversal. Takes the leg out from underneath Ali. Misses the big chop though. Backbone heading back into the ring. Clothesline from Ali. Off the ropes. He misses. Backbone going for a soccer ball kick. Also misses. Ramirez avoiding a lot of big moves. Big boot doesn't connect. Clothesline does not either. Big reversal. Backbone gets bounced off the top of the head of Ramirez. Gonzalez going for a roll-up cover on Ali. Backbone nowhere in sight. Only a count of one. He's looking for something big. Big slam from Ramirez. Gonzalez just twisted and rolled out. Ali, he's going for the cover. Only two once again. Big punch to the face. Backbone's got him by the back of the head. Slams him face first. Up to the top rope. Double axe handle does not connect. Ali with a big body punch and then a drop kick. Takes down Mr. Gonzalez. Ramirez heads back into the ring. Backbone in pursuit behind him. Ali gets out of the way of that. Headlock in place. Big punch to the top of the head of Ali. Gonzalez has got Backbone up. Ali, roll up cover. Gonzalez breaks it up. Ramirez with one of his own. Backbone breaks that one up. Up on his shoulder. Down onto the steel chair. Over the top rope, Ramirez takes down Ali. Big punch to the body, misses. Backbone catches it. He's got the head of Gonzalez trapped. Up onto his shoulders. Big power bomb. Down onto that steel chair. He's going for the cover. Ramirez able to break it up. Backbone makes his way to his feet, meets a double axe handle. Gonzalez rolls out. A reversal from Backbone, using his weight to knock down Ramirez. Baseball bat to the face. Gonzalez back in the ring. Backbone going for a cover on Ramirez. All right. Aha. Drop kick lands. Actually, that might have been a kick to the side of the face, not a drop kick. Gonzalez also cannot pick up the much larger Backbone. Big kick to the top of the head. Takes down Backbone, though. Gonzalez heading over to the corner, trying to save Ramirez. Not able to. Ali connects with a huge move. Takes down Ramirez, going for the cover. Not even a count of one. Gonzalez breaks it up. Ali's got him up on his shoulder. Big, not a knee, a big kick. Going for the cover, Ali. 2. Gonzalez kicks out at 2.9. Ali hyping the crowd up. Once Gonzalez up on his feet. Drops him down onto that baseball bat. Once again, Ramirez fighting back against Backbone. Taking on 2 men at once, though. Huge kick to the body. Steel chair in hand. Cracks it across the face of Backbone. Working on the body and the knees now. Off the rope. Big headbutt lands. Got him by the head once again. Rolls out Backbone this time. Going for the cover. Ali's on the outside. Not anywhere to be seen. Only 2. Backbone able to kick out. Gonzalez heads outside. Ramirez making his way up to his feet. Ali heads outside as well. Gonzalez with the steel chair. Ali knocks it out of his hand. Ramirez coming to the aid of his partner. Big kick from Ali. Stomping down on his chest. Chop across the chest, misses. Ramirez gets laid out. Ali working on the legs of Gonzalez now. Steel steps in hand. This is a banger. Thank you. You made 2 of the characters. All I did was book it. That's the whole point of the Bound by Blood or Bound by Blood Classic, though, is to have some banging ass tag team matches. Out of the way. Ramirez into the corner. Big kick from Backbone. Gonzalez on the outside lays out Ali. Gonzalez going to break up the pin. Ramirez able to get out just before the 3 count. Gonzalez has got him up. Reversal from Backbone. Back down onto the mat. Ramirez gets out of the way. Big knee to the face. Backbone goes down. Ramirez with a table in hand. Ali catches him with a big kick to the body. Another big scoop slam. Headbutt to the back of the head as well. Ramirez rolls out of the ring. DDT from Gonzalez. Down onto that door. Steel steps back in hand. Ramirez takes down Backbone with a big leaping clothesline. Ali is alone in the ring with both of his opponents. Massive frog splash off the top rope. Takes out his partner and Ali. Gonzalez laying in the middle of the ring. Ramirez the only man standing. Gonzalez joins him. Backbone making his way up. Huge move from Gonzalez. Misses. Leaping over the top rope just to land onto his back on the outside. Ramirez gets out of the way once again. Heading back into the ring. Ali meets him there. Backbone looks like he might be heading that way as well. Double axe handle to the back. On the middle rope. Gonzalez from behind. Big forearm to the back. Drop kick misses. Ramirez has got Ali. Roll-up cover. Break up before it even gets started. Incredible reaction time from Backbone. On the middle rope, Gonzalez stuck in a sticky situation now because of Ramirez setting up that table. Double axe handle to the back of Ali. Backbone moves, double axe handle. Gonzalez knocks down the table. Ali trying to roll out of the ring. Ramirez stops him. Backbone kicks out at 2, though. Up to the middle rope. Look at the bruising across the back of Gonzalez. Big move from Ramirez trying to take down Ali. Once again, only a count of 2. Backbone using the size to body check Gonzalez. Knocks him down onto the outside. Big kick to the body. Up onto the shoulders. Backbone with another power bomb. Ramirez has got Ali in the middle of the ring with that table lined up. Through it. Ali just got put through a f***ing table. Landing onto a ladder, ladies and gentlemen. Ramirez not done, up to the top rope. Backbone not coming. Huge reversal from Ali. Ramirez lands in the table shards. Leg drop to... What is going on? Gonzalez with a big punch, misses. Rolls out Ali once again. Going for the cover. 3. Ladies and gentlemen, Ali has been eliminated. It is now Ballin out versus Backbone. Making his way up to his feet. Tries to take down Ramirez. Ramirez misses. Going for something big. Gonzalez trying to catch his breath on the outside. Throws him up. Huge power slam. Sends him right back down onto the ring. Going for the cover like a big man. Only a count of 2. Ramirez still in this. Backbone pulling out a foreign object. Gonzalez, watch out for the fist of Backbone. Big clothesline takes him down. How's it going, Supreme? Welcome in, brother. Welcome in. Hope you are doing great. It has been good. You are the new Clash contract holder. Onto the steel steps. Ramirez throws Backbone down. Only 2 once again. Stomping down onto his back. Gonzalez. Back down onto the logo. Another door comes into play. Ramirez has got plans for Backbone, it looks like. Into the corner. Down. Ramirez just hit his head on every one of those turnbuckles. Gonzalez breaks up the pin. Comes up from behind. Throws him across the ring. Up to the top rope. Double axe handle takes down Backbone. Backbone kicks him off. Stomping down on the back of the leg of Ramirez. Big punches to the face. I got a Clash contract. Nice. Time for a holy comeback. Exactly. Gonzalez gets thrown into the ring. Ramirez rolls out Backbone on the outside. You also missed a banger Deathlock title match. Yes, that is also true. Off the top rope, elbow drop lands. Ramirez has got Backbone exactly where he wants him, trying to get him back into the ring. Leg drop. Big punch from Ramirez. Gonzalez and Ramirez cannot seem to decide who's going to take down Backbone. Both men rearing for the opportunity to take him out. Gonzalez takes some big elbows to the body. Ramirez right there to back up his partner. Backbone throwing Ramirez around on the outside. Heads onto the inside of the ring. Ramirez waiting there. Off the middle rope. DDT lands. Backbone went stiff on that. Going for the cover. 2. Only 2 once again. Up to the top rope. Clothesline takes him down. Gonzalez going for the cover. 3. Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the first Bound by Blood qualifier are balling out. Or balling out. I added the I or the G at the end. Sue me. Indeed, indeed. Congrats on the contract. Indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, balling out. Only thing I didn't do was their, only thing I didn't do was their victories. I forgot those existed. Hold on. But hey, won both my matches today. Love to see it. Indeed, indeed. If Whitney would have won on Monday, it'd be a clean sweep. Speaking of women's wrestling in UCW, ladies and gentlemen, if the game would load a little bit. Haley Ramon takes on Santana Storm, trying to win back her Breakdown Women's World Championship. Right here, right now. Ladies and gentlemen, making their way down to the ring first. The first ever UCW Women's World Champion. A woman who has carried this division on her back for months at a time. Haley Ramon, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going, hipster? How's it going, brother? Welcome in, welcome in. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, your UCW Breakdown Women's World Champion, Santana Storm. There it is around her waist, the Breakdown Women's World Championship.
And I bring the shock, I bring the flame.
depends on what championship you're cutting a promo for. Unless it's about the Crystal Syndicate, then yeah, it doesn't matter. Or if it's addressing the whole locker room, it would go to promos for the whole locker room. Santana Storm, ladies and gentlemen. This is the promo I decided to do. Context. Like I said, if it addresses the entire locker room, then UC or promos to all of UCW. I think it's in the UCW Next Gen folder or category or whatever the hell it is. Whatever the Discord link will be. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. Two of UCW's best and brightest taking each other on for an opportunity at the grandest prize that a woman can win on Breakdown. Santana Storm lifting that championship high above her head for what could be the first and only time she gets the opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, this is a 2 out of 3 falls death match for the UCW Breakdown Women's World Championship. Probably do promos for Kelly and Ballin out sometime between tonight and the end of the weekend. Sounds good. Sounds good. Depends on how busy I get. I feel you. I feel you. I won a championship in HIW and feel really bad about the fact that I completely forgot to cut a promo for it. I won it on Saturday. I didn't cut one the day. That's not what I usually do. Usually try and get promos out like day of, next day. Preferably like 30 minutes after, to be honest. Feel like a shitty champion. Over the rope, Haley Ramon gets sent to the outside. Santana Storm, big elbow drop. Going for a cover very early on, trying to make this one a quick one. Only a count of 1. Kick to the body connects this time. Santana Storm takes down Ramon once again. Kicks to the body. Big elbow to the face as well. Santana gets Ramon up onto her shoulders. Powerbomb sends her right back down onto the outside. Yeah, so am I. It's incredibly uncharacteristic that I didn't do it. I don't know what I had going on Saturday that made me not do it. Probably Cloud City, just to be completely honest. But, like, Cloud City has absorbed my whole life, not just that aspect of it. Big move off the middle rope. Gets behind her. Slams her down. Santana Storm showing an obvious power difference. Only a count of 2. Haley Ramon still not going down, but going down for longer every single time. Underneath the ropes. Santana pulls out Janice. Across the back, Haley Ramon goes right back down onto the mat. Drops her knee down onto the ring. Running forearm takes down Santana Storm. She's right back up to her feet. Big knee. And then down onto Janice. Nails sticking into her legs and shit. Ew. Gross. Count of 2. Santana Storm goes down for a little longer than I was expecting to see the champion go down for. Bouncing her face off the mat. Haley Ramon much more focused this time out. Bouncing her face off of it, off of her head, not off of it, off of her head. Big headbutt lands. Santana Storm standing up in the corner. Big elbow from Haley. Throws her over the ropes. Up to the top. Huge leg drop from Haley Ramon on the outside. She's going for the cover. Not even a count of one. Santana Storm able to kick out. We'll blame that one on the referee having to get outside the ring. Janice in hand. Haley Ramon almost connects with it. Santana Storm gets out of the way. She's got her by the back. Big elbow to the body. Drop kick to the face to end it. Haley Ramon going for another cover. Only a count of two once again. Huge kick misses. Santana Storm with one of her own. Big punch does not connect. Haley Ramon fighting back. Elbow to the face. Drops her down. Going for the cover. Only two once again. Got her by the back of the head. Elbows to the body. Big reversal from Storm. Drop kick does not connect. Haley Ramon gets out of the way. Forearm to the back. Clothesline from Santana takes her down. She's up to the top rope. DDT. Going for the cover. Only two once again. Santana Storm up to her feet. Haley Ramon also with the assistance of Storm. Elbow across the face. Storm falls right back down. Drop kick lands. Haley Ramon busted open. Storm going for another cover. Once again, only two. Haley Ramon looking much more like herself than we saw last week? Week before? I don't remember. I believe it was last week. Up on her shoulders, or above her shoulders. Drops her down onto Janice. Jumps off. Big punch misses. Santana Storm with a reversal. Kick to the body does not connect either. That one to the face sure did, though. Going for the cover. Only two. Santana Storm still cannot keep Haley Ramon down for a 3 count. What's going on, DK? Welcome in, brother. Welcome in. Going for the cover. 2. Only a count of 2 once again. Santana Storm off the top rope from across the ring takes down Haley Ramon. Janice to the face. Huge kick. Haley Ramon gets sent halfway across the ring. Storm's not done. Massive super kick to the face. Picks her right back up. That one was too much. Haley Ramon able to get the reversal. Fighting back. Elbow to the face. Drops her down onto her neck. Ramon's got her on her shoulders. Flattens Santana Storm. Massive kick to the face lands this time. Storm is busted open. 1, 2. Only 2. Off the ropes, clothesline lands. Not too bad, brother. How are you doing? How is everything going? I hope all is well. Glass bar in hand. Haley Ramon shatters it across the back and shoulders of Santana Storm, stomping down onto her face. Into the ropes. Drops down. Leapfrog over. Big knee to the face. I'm already driving to drive home, but ready to be home. Yeah, I felt that. Haley Ramon once again only a count of 2 on Santana Storm, pulling out all the stops to keep down the champion. Off the ropes. Another big kick. Haley Ramon's back has taken a lot of damage in this one, apparently. Kick to the body lands. DDT on the outside. Ramon going for the cover. Only 2. Santana Storm kicks out. Ramon now working the legs of the champion. Working the leg now once again. A little bit of a submission hold in place. Santana Storm struggling to get out. She taps. Ladies and gentlemen, Haley Ramon is up by 1. Santana Storm must put together 2 pinfalls, 2 submissions, or 1 of each to walk out with her championship. Big elbow across the chest of Haley Ramon. Only 2. Ramon able to kick out. Baseball bat in hand. Across the knees. Across the face, Haley Ramon goes down. Santana Storm wants Ramon up on her feet. Spear takes her down. Haley Ramon's broken in half. Is this going to be enough to get a pinfall? 3. Yes, it is, ladies and gentlemen. They are tied 1-1. Storm with a kick to the body. A submission of her own. Haley Ramon struggling. Santana Storm retains. I thought Haley Ramon had that in the bag. To be honest with you. That was pretty cool. That was a good ass match. That was sick. Santana Storm, ladies and gentlemen, and still your Breakdown Women's World Champion. Your brain is everywhere. Felt that. Felt that. How's it going, Lloyd? Welcome in, brother. Welcome in. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your main event of the evening. Dad Trainer will be taking on JOKA. Dad Trainer, your current Breakdown World Champion, will be taking on JOKA the former. With his rematch clause enacted, this is a 2 out of 3 falls, 10-minute Iron Death match. Without further ado, the main event, ladies and gentlemen. Ring announcer is going to let you all know what I've already told you, but we'll let him rock out. We'll let him do his job. He gets paid for something. Ladies and gentlemen, making their way down to the ring first, he is the leader and owner of TXW, the leader of the Carnival, the former Breakdown World Champion, ladies and gentlemen, the devil of professional wrestling, JOKA.
Chair in hand, I'm the fate you dread. And snap necks, break egos, paint the canvas red. Ain't no gimmick, I'm prophecies bite. Fangs in the fight when I black out the lights. Unholy rhythm in every blow I throw. JOKA, the name that makes legends fold. Call me chaos, call me doom. I bring violence when I enter the room. No bell, no ref, just pain I bless. Every match a war, every breath a death. Harbinger of pain, harbinger of fear. Say my name and your end draws near. JOKA. Finishes final. Wipe out gods, make champs go primal. Put them in coffins, I ain't here to entertain. I'm the glitch in the system, the venom in the vein. I bleed black, spit bars of steel. Lunatic mindset, no way I heal. Cut from a cloth that the devil won't wear. Eyes like a void and I don't fight fair. You call it a match? Nah, that's just an obituary waiting to be read. You stepped in my ring, die in my word. Call me chaos, call me doom. I bring violence when I enter the room. No bell, no ref, just pain. I bless every match of war, every breath of death. Harbinger of pain, harbinger of fear. Say my name and your end draws near. JOKA! Ain't no peace when I'm around. Just blood, just screams, just chaos. No remorse, no tap outs here. Only nightmares fed by cheers. The crowd screams, but I hear silence. I'm the
Now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing him for the first time, he is your Breakdown World Champion, the Second City Oos, the Tribal Oos, the trainer of dads, ladies and gentlemen, Dad Trainer. Match proudly not sponsored, but brought to you by, in my opinion, Oosie Juice. Coming to you in singles, 12 packs, 6 packs, 24 packs, and 2 liters by popular demand. But if you drink it out of the bottle, you will be sued for product placement in the wrong way. Ladies and gentlemen, Dad Trainer making his way down to the ring for the first time with the Breakdown World Championship. A lot of history between these two men right here across multiple EFEDs. You're going to ask for some acknowledgement. I'll hit it with it. There we go. Who knows, brother? Who knows? He did get to revel in his moment, though, didn't he? Dad Trainer slowly approaching JOKA for the first time in a long time. This man right here looked on top of the world. Gonna fight for championships since he got here, holding the Clash contract up until the point that he didn't need it anymore. Dad Trainer in his rightful spot on the UCW roster. But to stay there, he's got to get through a man who believes it is his spot as well. And ladies and gentlemen, he has proved it time and time and again. He can sit in that spot and carry this division. The entire UCW universe is still in the presence of the Breakdown World Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, as I have said, this is a 10-minute Iron Death Match here in UCW. What that means is these men have 10 minutes to beat the hell out of each other with a whole lot of spiky shit. A whole lot of sharp shit. And whoever has the most pinfalls or submissions by the end of that 10 minutes will walk out with the championship. Will it be Dad Trainer, the man who took it away from JOKA? The only man who's been able to beat him thus far in UCW. Well, for the championship, rather, because Ace Anderson beat him that one time, and there was like a couple other. We don't talk about it. Or will it be JOKA, the man who carried that championship for a solid 2 months and a little bit of change with no problems, defeating 3 men at once on Overdrive? The only man in UCW history to do that. 3 men, 1 night. That's all I'm saying. Unless you count the King Dead Battle, like the Royal Rumble don't count because like it's easy to beat people in that. JOKA standing across from the man he stood across from multiple times. JOKA goes for a big boot. Dad Trainer meets him. Chop to the chest. Got him by the head. Dad Trainer immediately showing the power difference between these two men. Where JOKA is very quick and very well timed, Dad Trainer has a little bit more pure power. Dad Trainer on the outside. Big move misses. He misses the frog splash. Sits JOKA up, goes for the big boot. JOKA gets out of the way. DT off balance. JOKA catches him with a big punch to the face. Huge combo, takes down the Dad Trainer. The Dad Trainer. Big punches to the face. Takes him back down with a big knee. JOKA trying to stay in control. Switching the pace to his style. Throws Dad Trainer into the ropes. Drops down. Throws him over his shoulders. Going for the cover. Only a count of 1. Stomping down on the back of his arm. JOKA needs to keep DT down onto the mat. And that seems to be the plan. Big punches to the side of the head. Stands up. Huge punch to the body. DDT misses. Over the ropes. JOKA goes up to the top. Big drop kick misses. Dad Trainer just walks out of the way. Leaping clothesline misses as well. Suplex lands. JOKA with massive stomps to the chest. Takes the legs out from underneath him. Glass bar in hand. JOKA knocks it out of his hands. Clothesline takes down Dad Trainer. By the back of the head, DT goes into the barricade. Big kick to the face. Big punch as well. Up onto his shoulders. Power bomb lands. JOKA going for a cover. Only a count of 1. Janice in his hands. JOKA working towards Dad Trainer. Across the arm. DT back up to his feet. Knocks it out of his hands. Big combo. Dad Trainer putting them together. Throws him around on the outside. DT the one now going underneath the ring. Barbed wire baseball bat. Once again knocked out of his hand. Leaping clothesline from JOKA. Going for a cover. Only 2. JOKA looking for it. Last laugh on the way. Down onto his head. DT just bounced off of the barbed wire bat. 2. Only 2 once again. Glass tube in hand. Shatters it across the arm of Dad Trainer. DT gets out of the way. Big punch to the body. JOKA with a reversal. Elbows him in the face. DT catches the kick. Connects with the clothesline. These two men know each other way too well. DT with the guillotine. JOKA struggling just a little bit. He picks him up, though. DT lands. That could have been way worse. JOKA in hot pursuit after the attempt. Belly drop on the outside. Going up to the top. Standing up to his feet. Drop kick lands. Big elbows to the body. Dad trainer gets caught with a DDT. Ladies and gentlemen, there are only 5 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. We have not seen a single pinfall or submission. If this match ends at 10 minutes, Dad Trainer will remain champion. Stomping down on his hand. JOKA with a barbed wire bat. Misses. Dad Trainer with a spear on the outside. Going for the cover. Only two. JOKA able to kick out. Not going to fall that easily. 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Guitar in hand. Shatters it across the knee of JOKA. Big boot. Dad Trainer just folded JOKA in half. Barbed wire bat back in hand. Across the face of JOKA. He throws it down on top of him. DDT into it. That one might have pissed JOKA off. He's got Janice in his hands. Across the body. Going for the cover. The ref smacking the nails. She don't seem to care. I believe we fired this lady again. JOKA looking for it on the outside. Big clothesline. Leaping into the air to take Dad Trainer down. Another barbed wire bat. JOKA letting loose, busting it across the face of Dad Trainer. Pause. Pause. You ain't gotta worry about it. I got it. Move on. Mind your business. Dad Trainer with a reversal throws JOKA into the ring. He does not go back inside. What the fuck was that? Big kick to the body. Killing Joke. JOKA's got Dad Trainer. DT with elbows to the body. He fights out of it. Throws him into the ropes. Slams him down onto his back. Dad Trainer getting the crowd hyped up. Chop to the chest. Big knee. JOKA with a reversal going into the last laugh. Drops him down. Going for the cover. Only two. Dad Trainer able to kick out. 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Wants him up on his feet. Off the middle rope. DDT misses. Dad Trainer goes onto the outside. Superman punch doesn't connect. JOKA takes him down. Whichever cat is behind my monitor, please get down. Mittens, this is not the time. Superman punch lands. Dad Trainer takes out JOKA. Going for the cover. Don't press any buttons. Only two once again. Mittens, hi, how are you? Dad Trainer takes down JOKA, rallying the crowd behind him once again. Spear lands. JOKA laying down on the outside. Come over this way. Only a count of two once again. Big kick to the side of the head. JOKA looking for it. He is fired up. You gotta come this way. There you go. Yeah, I know you're pissed. JOKA going up to the top rope. Dad Trainer up to his feet. Big dive misses. JOKA bounces off the barricade. Less than a minute and a half remain. Catches Dad Trainer with a solid punch to the face. Ladies and gentlemen, there is almost 1 minute remaining in this match. Steel steps in the hands of JOKA. DT gets out of the way. Spear misses. He lands into the steel steps. JOKA with the blue mist to the face. Huge kick. Going for the cover. 3. Ladies and gentlemen, JOKA has pinned DT. If DT cannot get a fall, he will not retain. JOKA takes him down. Going for another pin attempt. 1. Only a count of 1. Dad Trainer back up. He's got 30 seconds to tie the match. If he can tie it, he still wins technically. DT on the other side of the ring. JOKA trying to get as far away from him as possible now. Running back over. DT back up. Spear lands. Going for the cover. JOKA is broken in half. 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, both men are 1-1. There are 5 seconds remaining. This match will end technically by a disqualification. Dad Trainer will remain champion. And JOKA's rematch clause has been used. It's kind of an ironic song. That last second spear to tie it up was incredible. Incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, to start off the night, we had Reverend Supreme Knight taking the Clash contract. Radcore with a rate of 15. What's going on, brother? You caught me at the very end. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, Rad. Thank you for entrusting me with the people that you had on your stream. If you don't know what we do here, this is UCW. UCW is my EFED. Breakdown is our extreme wrestling brand. We do a lot of fun stuff over there. It's mostly death matches, stuff like that. We actually had an incredible card tonight. If you want to go through the recap with me, welcome in, welcome in. We had Reverend Supreme Knight taking the Clash contract away. Dad Trainer relinquished it earlier this afternoon because he obviously won the Breakdown World Championship last week on Breakdown after the surprise pop-up match that JOKA had asked for. Ladies and gentlemen, Reverend Supreme Knight, now the holder of that contract. He has the opportunity to face Dad Trainer at any time and any place. What? This is bullshit. This is not how it was supposed to go. Of course, Madison would screw me. I don't know how she screwed you. Dad Trainer speared your ass at the very end, tied it up, draw. That's how it works. It's not in the actual contract, but like a championship match. Anyway, Nicholas Kelly defeated Ace Anderson for the Deathlock Championship, taking it away from a man who has not lost when it came to that championship for over 2 months. Welcome in, Nelly. Welcome in. Glad to see you, brother. After that, Isaac Ramirez and Carlos Gonzalez in their UCW and wrestling debut defeated Backbone and Alley to move up to the next. 3 losses in a row. Yeah. That's how he's taking it now. In the last, because he to DT. Yeah. All 3 of them. All 3 of them, thanks. Isaac Ramirez and Carlos Gonzalez taking down Backbone and Alley, better known as Backalley, in the first ever UCW Bound by Blood qualifier match for the Bound by Blood Tag Team Classic. These 2 men moving on to the next round. After that, Haley Ramon took on Santana Storm and was not victorious in defeating her. Santana Storm retains the Breakdown Women's World Championship. Nah, Iron Deathmatch is the best match in UCW. What are you talking about? After that, JOKA took on Dad Trainer, trying to retain his UCW Breakdown World Championship after losing it last week on Friday. And what he didn't do was win it. Just to be honest. In a sad turn of events, after pinning JOKA, or after pinning DT with like a minute and a half left, DT in the last like 15 seconds speared the hell out of him, got the 1 fall. It was great. It was incredible. You want a real rematch? You used a rematch clause. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Just be better. That's crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, this was UCW Breakdown. It has been a pleasure being here with all of you. I'm gonna find somebody to raid out to. Like I said, Rad, I'm sorry. I was just wrapping up. I hope your stream was good. I hope everything went well for you on your end of the internet. What the fuck? I don't know why that keeps happening. Let's find somebody to raid out to. See if anybody that we're following is doing anything fun. Mr. Whiskers. That's the Friday special, baby. Let's go show Mr. Whiskers some love, ladies and gentlemen. If you've never been to a Mr. Whiskers stream, it is very, very fun. Make sure to go drop a follow. Let him know who sent you. Hashtag we are united in chat with the UCW raid emojis if you've got access to them. I will see you guys on the other end. He jumped in the city at the end. Bet. That's what I plan on doing here in a minute. God, that would hurt.